$5 a year?
Our ecosystem is a triangle, and it consists of us, the agency, and I include the wider agency community of creative in there as well. It includes you and the media vendor community, and it also includes our customers. And what we have to do is work out what the balance of risk-taking is around that triangle. And there's another answer to that question, and the other answer to that question is if you're a really, really, really big agency and you've got really, really big revenue streams and positive cash flows, your ability to absorb risk is somewhat greater than someone who's a much smaller agency. And the other thing you have to remember is that if we make a television program or any other form of risk-taking or any other form of content in this country, because we're active in 73 markets around the world, the combination of actual content itself and the formats that come from that content, we're able to put into markets for distribution that are much less well supplied. The Bulgarian TV market in terms of individual production is somewhat less robust than the North American market. And if we create things, we can push things into those markets, and not just only as a risk-return thing, but we can also create content that our customers, whether it's the Ford Motor Company or Unilever or anybody else, says, this is really good because this is content of a quality that's now being broadcast or delivered online in Bulgaria that we're very happy to associate our brands with. So there's two ways of getting it. And we don't sort of risk crazy, crazy money, but I think at the moment we've got well in excess of $100 million of productions in the market around the world. So it's not something we've kind of done a little bit of and we're trying to tell a big story around that little bit.
Last question. You had said before, this morning when we were talking, that you saw the kind of the theme of this conference that was emerging was still behavioral versus context. Where do you come down?
Well, you know, I'm a brand guy, Randy. I mean, I've said this to Wenda and anyone else who would listen. Anyone that tells me that media and marketing is only a math problem is not going to get much time from me. I think there's part of it that are a math problem. But in my perspective, there are a number of ways of looking at it. There is a value in exposure on its own. And a value in exposure can be resolved by a math problem solution, and there is a differential value of some kind between that exposure in context versus the behaviors that go with it. But fundamentally, in my soul, my belief is that great brands have been built, and the great commercial enterprises in this country around the world, the great brands have been built by a unity of great packaging, great products, great concepts, great distribution, great pricing, and great associations with the content that people choose to consume their leisure or business reading time going. And I don't think that content piece is going to go away anytime soon.
Great. Rob, thank you very much.